Hello everyone, welcome back. I have requested Anurag to stay back for a little longer. So Anurag, thank you first of all for agreeing for that.
Pleasure, Professor Singla. Very happy to continue this conversation.
Yeah. So Anurag, so far we spoke about market research, how to gather information on the customer and how to get feedback from the customer, how to build that tribe, which is a long-term process. Now I want to understand, do you also do competitor analysis?
Oh, all the time.
Like how do you gather information on the competitor besides the fact that these are the products they have launched which are available to everybody?
Yeah. So there are a couple of things which we do. One is, first you need to have a list of brands which you think are competition for you, and you need not restrict only direct competition. It could be indirect competition, so other categories which are indirectly competing with you. And you can also, while international brands or brands which are not available in the geography where you are selling, for benchmarking and learning, you can also try and study what is happening globally in other markets, because that's also a source of lot of learning. Now, how do we do competition analysis? There are multiple methods. One is tracking what's happening on their website on an ongoing basis. What new products are they launching? What is the kind of information they're giving out to consumers? Tracking the brands on marketplaces. What happens in marketplaces is consumers are giving you real-time feedback in the form of reviews and ratings.
Yeah.
So what is the reviews and ratings, not just on your products, but what is the reviews and ratings on your competition products? For example, if it is a body lotion, and if consumers of the biggest body lotion brand in the country are saying, this is a hypothetical conversation, that the body lotion is very sticky, and that is the biggest brand, then is there an opportunity for you to formulate a body lotion which is non-sticky, which could be gel-based? Or if they are saying this is not hydrating enough, or they are saying that I wish that the body lotion had sunscreen also, so I could be wearing clothes where my arms and legs are exposed, and I'm not worried about a sunburn or a suntan. So all of these kind of insights can come out by reading reviews on the marketplaces. And there's another hack. Marketplaces, if you're already selling specifically on Amazon, there is a lot of data Amazon makes available for you.
Oh,
But
as
for
a
this, you
supplier?
need to be a seller. Yeah.
As a seller. Okay.
If you are not a seller, if you have not yet launched on Amazon, then there are tools, and I'll give out names of two tools which are very popular. One is called Helium 10, and the other is called Jungle Scout.
Can you please repeat it?
Yeah, Helium, the gas helium,
Helium.
Helium 10, Helium
Okay.
10, and there is Jungle Scout.
Oh, okay.
Both of these tools are probably close to $100 a month, so 5 to 7,000 rupees a month. And what they do is they crawl a lot of data on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And they will scrape data and give you a lot of insights on what are the searches which are happening, which brands are selling, what price points are selling. And basis those data, you can gather a lot of competition intelligence.
Very, very interesting. Thank you for sharing this, Anurag. Anurag, I was also wondering that you did talk about pricing, right? Sometimes they're underpriced, overpriced, right? I hear this from entrepreneurs a lot. We are providing such good quality product, but our customer doesn't want to pay, right? That customer's willingness to pay is not that high. Any thought on this?
See, I think consumers will pay for a brand, and I'm going to, brand management 101, which we'll hunt on campus. Consumers will not pay for a commodity. Anything which the consumers perceive as a brand is what they're willing to pay for. And this is not a journey which can happen overnight, because brands get built over decades, not even years. However, as an entrepreneur, are we doing stuff where brand is getting built? And in the early days, when there are, when the brand trust is not very high, are we giving cues which can signal brand trust? And I'll give you some example.
Yeah.
If you are an online only brand, or even if you're offline but you have some online presence, what is the kind of imagery which you are showcasing on the website, on your social media?
Okay.
Typically, the large brands will have very, very crisp imagery, very beautifully taken shots. They have large budgets. But can you work with freelancers, interns, students of art colleges, design colleges, and still create high quality content not by spending money, but by spending effort and resources and time?
Okay.
That is one of the cues the consumers will look at when they look trying to make an impression of whatever brand they are buying into.
Okay, when they want to associate with a brand. Okay.
Correct.
Do entrepreneurs need to have this kind of clarity, at the initial phases of startup? Because usually starting के 3-4 साल तो मारामारी में निकल जाते हैं.
सही है, लेकिन धीरे धीरे आई थिंक देखिए पूरी क्लैरिटी तो मुझे भी नहीं है. आई एम ऑल्सो स्टिल लर्निंग.
Yeah.
And whatever I knew 4 years back is very, or believed in 4 years back, and what I believe in today has evolved, and hopefully it will evolve further. But how I have benefited is I have heard so many podcasts like the one we are doing, and so many other entrepreneurs on how they have built brands in the domain I was operating. So because I was an online first brand in the domain of beauty, this combination, or sometimes only online only brands, I was listening to a lot of investors, entrepreneurs, experts to learn from them. So then you start forming your own hypothesis, because everything you're hearing may or may not be true, or may or may not be true in your context.
Yes. That's true. That's true. Okay. So my last question, I know I have been asking too many questions, Anurag, that social media marketing has become very taxing. And I hear entrepreneurs, and I'm talking about entrepreneurs who are in your space, beauty and cosmetic space also. They say, we are spending so much money on social media ads, but return on that investment has been very, very low. So are there certain things that you would like to share from your ongoing journey of social media marketing?
So I think the one fundamental change in way brands are made today is that earlier, till 10 years back, 15 years back, brands were monologue brands. What that means is brands will speak, consumers will listen. The consumers did not have a lot of opportunity to talk to the brands.
Yeah.
Today, our fundamental belief is that the brands which are being born and built today have to be dialogue brands, which means brands will say and the consumers will respond back. And sometimes consumers will initiate the conversation and the brands will respond back. So the consumers have to be involved in the co-creation of every aspect of the brand and the product.
It's easy to hear, and if I have to take this learning to my classroom, that you have to co-create with your consumer. Is that co-creation happening through feedback, the reviews, or co-creation happening by interviewing the customers, like you said? That's fine. But ultimately, how will it help me in cracking the social media marketing code?
So let me split this into two parts. One, the co-creation. So you could be actually, we spoke about in the earlier part of the discussion, we spoke about how you can run ads.
Yeah.
But once you have a following built on social media, so now as we speak, we have close to a 2 lakh following on our Instagram page. Now, when we put out a question out there, we get instant feedback, or like we ask our consumers, what is the next product you want from Pilgrim? And in the comments, they will reply back. Or let's say if there is a contest which was run and some comments have come in that the delivery experience was not up to the mark. All of this is feedback and is helping us improve the brand experience.
Yes.
This is one aspect of social media. The other aspect of social media is just engaging with the consumers in different formats. For example, in our context, ingredients are very popular and consumers want to know about different ingredients. Now we need to do consumer education on what a niacinamide can do versus what a vitamin C can do, and can you combine the two? Right? And how do we know this? This also the consumers tell us, because they are also sending us, what are called as DMs, direct messages. We read those direct messages and what are the queries they are asking them there. If the same query is appearing again and again, why not do a social media post about it?
Okay. But I'm still not getting answer to my question, Anurag, and I'm sorry I'm asking for it again and again. I'm a new entrepreneur. I haven't created a brand yet. Okay. And I haven't even created a tribe yet. Like for you now, there are 2 lakh Instagram followers. You have a tribe, right? But I'm relatively newer in that space, right? And I am, spending money on social media ads. One way of understanding it is like from your previous interview that these people don't know who their customers are, so they are not able to target it to the right audience, which Meta allows you to target provided you have profiled your customer. That could be one reason that they are spending so much money and the return on that investment is low. Could there be any other reason that I am spending so much on social media ad and I'm not getting the response I was expecting to?
So that is actually the third part. Ads are a different part of social media. What I was so far talking about is the organic posts and organic engagement.
Yeah.
So running ads is an art and a science which evolves. Uh, yes, it is right that the ROI on these ads have been falling consistently because the ad inventory is getting more and more expensive. And I'll answer this question in two parts. One is ads perform well when the message of the ad resonates with the consumer.
Mhm.
So we have seen same targeting, same product. If the message is resonating well with the consumers, the ROI is very, very healthy. Versus if the message is not resonating as much, it is bleeding money every day. Having said this, irrespective of how good healthy the ROI was at the first transaction, the entire consumer journey of helping them purchase for the second time and the third time and creating a lifetime value for the brand is where you will recover the money in the real sense. Most brands on an average will not recover money on their first sale. You could be an exception and you might recover your money at the EBITDA level or the first sale. However, if that is not the case, is your second or the third or the fourth sale recovering your money? And are you doing so many number of transactions with every consumers? If you are not doing, what is the issue? Is the consumer experience broken somewhere? Is your category inherently not repeat friendly? You will have to deep dive and understand how do you create a lifetime value where the ad spend which is happening per consumer, which is called as CAC, cost of consumer acquisition, that is getting recovered and a little more so that you're making some money for the brand over the next 12 to 24 months.
That's interesting to know. That's interesting to know. Thank you so much, Anurag. Any one last message on social media marketing, if you would like to share from your own learning?
I think we need to continuously listen to consumers and engage with them on an ongoing basis to ensure we remain close to the consumers and deliver maximum value.
Great to know that. And I also pick up the phrase customer lifetime value, which I think is a very, very important concept. And maybe entrepreneurs can read about it on Google and understand how to calculate customer lifetime value. You can actually calculate it, actually. Thank you, Anurag, for sharing wonderful insights and sharing learnings from your own journey. And thanks for agreeing to help other entrepreneurs who are more or less in the same boat so that they do not make the mistakes that you had made in your journey. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it.
Been a pleasure, Professor Singla. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.